What's going on, everyone? MikeO back. Got another video for you, and today I'll be showcasing some autographed cards. These are IP/TTM cards, and they've been authenticated by either PSA DNA, SGC, or BGS. So there's some sweet slabs, and I thought I'd also show off a cheap alternative for storing slabbed cards. I know a lot of people that are new to collecting and people asking and people looking for just cheaper alternatives. Listen, there's a lot of awesome things out there and awesome products. You have those briefcases made for slabs. You have custom storage boxes. Heck, if you're a baseball collector, you have the famous Beast, which is just an amazing custom piece of furniture. But honestly, a lot of that stuff can get pretty pricey if you're on a budget, if you're already spending a lot of your extra money purchasing cards. Well, there are some cheap alternatives. You can get some of the white cardboard boxes from BCW makes them. I forget exactly what they call them, but I've got, a dozen and a half of those filled with slabs that hold about 50 slabs each. And of course, you can always use good old-fashioned cardboard box or whatever you want. If you get cards graded, you have the PSA boxes or SGC boxes, which are good as well. But one of the best things I've found is a nice cheap alternative for $1.99. I pick up these Sterilite containers, 6-quart containers from my local Target. Like I said, $1.99. You can fit a ton of slabs in them. Fits them really well. You can usually fit 3 stacks across, some on the side here, and it fits them pretty well. So I just thought I'd throw that suggestion out there to people if you're interested. Like I said, $1.99, can't go wrong. They're stackable. You certainly do want to make sure you grab ones like this that at least have the lock lids. Pull them off, lock it shut. Not that it's airtight or anything, but it's certainly much better than some of the super flimsy ones that you'll see at like dollar stores and such. But it's just something I've done for a long time. I never really thought about sharing it on video, and with so many people coming into the hobby and so many people that have been in the hobby now getting involved in collecting slabs, thought I'd share it. I mean, you can store them like this, and then you can store them in a closet, store them wherever you might want to tuck them away, even if you have some higher end stuff. I mean, these fit nicely into a safe, so thought I'd share it. But let's take a look at some of the cards in here. Should be mostly retired players. A lot of the stuff is probably things that I've shown off over the years on the channel, and we'll float through and take a look at some of them. 1991 Score, Ricky Henderson. Nice blue auto there. Big fan of these Score All-Stars that they made in the early 90s, mostly because I was 9 years old and thought they were pretty cool cards, so pretty neat to collect signed. Here's a Bob Welch, 1979. Duke Snyder, 49 Bowman reprint. That was in 89 Bowman. But always a big autograph fan and autograph collector. Of course, as the market grows and as the collection grows, you kind of get involved in so many things. I definitely seek out autographs, but I haven't been actively going crazy buying PSA DNA ones. Every now and then I'll search them out. I also do like buying some raw. I bought this one raw and got it slabbed. Nice Sparky Anderson on the 89 tops. And of course, some of them were received via TTM, through the mail autograph requests, or in person and such. It's a nice Tony Gwynn Diamond Kings. Classic. Jacob deGrom. Another deGrom. I think these two I bought slabbed already, and they were pretty cheap a couple years ago, before he started winning all those Cy Youngs. This one was actually a gift from Silver Jackify, and I sent it in and got it slabbed because I enjoy collecting the slabbed autographs. There's just so much in the hobby, and the hobby's hyped so much and so hot, and prices rising. You have to kind of, from time to time, decide what you're collecting. Is another Rod Beck, really good closer for the Giants in the early and mid 90s. This is Sandberg. This was a TTM. some of the old school PSA DNA logos that just say trading card. For me, back when I was sending these in, I really only cared about getting the autograph, authenticate it, and getting it slabbed. Of course, the preference would have been for the details, but it used to be substantially cheaper to get it done that way, and that's why I did it. Now, it's really actually, they barely offer that service. You can get it done, but most stuff is full detailed flip. 2001 Bowman Heritage Phil Rizzuto, 48 reprint, signed in black. The Bobby Shantz on the 53 Bowman color. Great looking card. D. Gregorius. I think I just randomly saw this one on eBay and bought it super cheap last off season. I mean, it was probably less than $10. Might have even been like closer to $5. It's actually from the Archive Signature Series. Someone took it out of its encasement and decided to get it graded. There's a Hunter Green. We'll see if he can bounce back for the Cincinnati franchise. Ryan Sandberg. I love those score all-stars. They're so cool. But, I mean, you can fit... I didn't even count how many slabs I have in here, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's at least 50. So many ways to store your cards. And, hey, for $1.99, you can put that money towards the budget. This one's awesome. This Shantz 1952 AL MVP inscription. Danny Tartable on the 93 Finest. Eric Hinsky. I remember I got this one TTM. And I got this one slabbed because Hinsky made the last out in the 08 World Series. So I thought it was cool to have in the collection. 1950 Bowman. Bobby Shantz. Got a lot of Bobby Shantz. He's local. And baseball icon. Had a hell of a career. It's a nice Wade Boggs. But, of course, as the collection grows, sometimes you're just going to have a crazy amount of stuff. Here's a cool Lasorda on the 89 Topps. I mean, I probably have at least 15 of these containers with slabs. And I don't consistently have everything in there. I certainly have some higher-end cards that are kept in a slightly more secure location. And... like I said, I have a lot of the paper boxes that they make with slabs in them too, but I really discovered these containers, how good they were for storing slabs a couple years ago, and every now and then I'll just pick a few up if I need them. Robert Manfred. Manfred was signing quite a bit at one point. Dave Winfield, Diamond Kings. And a Wade Boggs from Museum Collection. All right, let's see what we have up front here. We got a Phil Rizzuto. Lee Thomas. Good player. Also, GM for the Phillies for quite a while. Another Rhino. Don Larson. Another all-star big head, Sandy Alomar Jr. It would be really nice to put together the full set. It's the AL and NL. I think they made 10 cards in each. Definitely an obtainable set. Brooks Robinson. Topps Archives Reserve. Really nice set. There's another Lee Thomas. Thinner pen, though. Jim Thome. Here's a Matt Olson first Bowman. I bought this one. This was a card I bought raw. Well, I bought the signed card out of a dollar box at a card show. A guy used to buy and sell autograph collections. And I was like, oh, for $1, why not? Olson's a good player. This card looks awesome. It is one that I can't resist owning. Brings back some memories of tears growing up. But goddamn, is that card gorgeous. Wow. But you know what? Sometimes a rough moment in sports builds some character. And the fact that the Phils, redeemed themselves in 2008, and that was such an unbelievable team, makes it all worth it. Another Sandberg. Todd Frazier. Charlie Blackmon. That one was acquired via TTM. That card was a hot card last summer for a brief period of time. There's another Charlie Blackmon from 2015. Ivan Rodriguez, Pudge. Cool play ball card. This one was slabbed by some other company. Bought it at the National out of a $5 box and got it slabbed by PSA DNA. Here's a Bruce Bochy. Pretty certain I bought this one like this. I think Bochy has a excellent shot at reaching the Hall of Fame at some point. It's a Lee Smith. Definitely purchased this one before he reached the Hall of Fame. I think that was like a $7 purchase off of ComC, already slabbed. Awesome Will Clark, great signature. Great looking card. And last few that I have right here. Ryan Dempster. This is a Beckett. He had a nice career. This is another one. This was probably like a $5 purchase that I just was like, you know what? A slabbed autograph of a guy who had a pretty solid career. Can't turn it down. Alex Rodriguez. Obviously had an amazing career. Bit of controversy for sure, but fantastic player. Another Wade Boggs. And we wrap it up with the 1987 Topps, Fernando Valenzuela. Fernando Mania, taking the baseball fandom by storm. Look at that, 1981. 13-7, but 25 games started, 11 complete games, 8 shutouts. How do you pitch that well and only go 13-7? But really good career for Fernando, so I was happy to pick that up. So there's just a bit of the autograph collection, a small portion of it that I thought I would share with everyone, and a way to store some cards on a budget. I mean, you can always pick up some of these containers, use them for a while, then get yourself one of those custom-made boxes, which are awesome, that you can get on, usually someone on Instagram sells them, but they're triple digits. But if the collection grows enough, you can always get something new, something more expensive, and then use this container to keep something smaller in. But to me, it's a good deal. $1.99. Maybe it's $2.49. Pretty sure it's $1.99. I get them at Target. I'm sure they're available other places as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.